Welcome to VapeTalk number 14. My name is Moose.
This is Peking, Fireside Edition VapeTalk.
Yes. Thank you for joining us today. Right now we have our guest out here. His name is Kyle. Why don't you introduce yourself, Kyle?
My name is Kyle.
All right.
All right.
We also have the Vapist Dave with us.
How's it going, guys?
Okay. So, we're going to get this thing all straightened out and get the formalities out of the way. If you guys want to join on camera, please just throw a message down below in the event page, and I'll get you in here as soon as possible. Or you can press the big blue start button right up there, and you'll join automatically. Make sure you're 18 or older. So, anyway, what did we do today, Peking? We did some interesting things.
Well, first I took you for the tuxedos fitting, since you're going to be one of the groomsmen in my wedding. That was the first thing we had to do. That was semi-painless. We built some coils. We built a twisted parallel, 28 twisted parallel on my Mephisto, on my old copper Nemi, which...
Good old Dave coil.
Good old Vapist coil, which hucks like you wouldn't believe. I can make moose to...
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love it.
Haha, the wind has acted in my favor.
She does, Chuck.
I also swallowed half of that. I'm going to burp up smoke in a second. Oh,
Okay.
It's so good.
Either way, since tonight we'll probably start off a little slow since this was a surprise vape talk. Kind of just decided to, well, I mean, if you guys notice, I'm sitting here right next to Peking, and we're not on separate computers this time. So we are in the same location. Have a look.
Oh, sir. If I'm not mistaken, you are cutting out. We're having technical difficulties, perhaps?
perhaps.
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 I also think maybe, just maybe, the night before the wedding, when we're all at the hotel, if we can get some decent Wi-Fi there, maybe we'll do a surprise vape talk from there the night before the wedding.
And the Vapist will be making an appearance.
That's true.
We'll
So,
have all three main people of vape talk kind of together. That'll be pretty cool. We got Nicole sitting down here in this window here. Yeah, she's saying hi. That's my girlfriend. She enjoys to watch. Anyway,
So- any new juice, Moose?
not any juice. I kind of wanted to talk about a couple of coils that I built over the past week. I built some pretty, not crazy coils, but more or less, why would you build that type of coil?
What'd you build?
Well, when I was upstate, I went upstate New York to go visit my girlfriend, and Anthony, one of our, the Vape Talk TV, who makes the box mods for us, me and him, we were sitting around, and we had some 24 gauge, because we couldn't find any 22, and we decided to double twist it. So we took two pieces, twisted them together, folded it over on itself, and then twisted that up. And I swear it must have, a 2 wrap came out to a .08 or something like that. And I think I put it on my Mephisto, and the thing absolutely ripped.
Really? That
Yeah.
sounds pretty crazy.
Well,
Well, we went to a couple vape shops, actually. We went to Vape Nation yesterday, right?
there you go.
There you go.
So we went to Vape Nation up in
Or no, Poughkeepsie, I think it is.
I think it's close to Poughkeepsie or Hopewell Junction, and we were kind of talking about the fact that it's a little weird that a vape shop owner would just be vaping on an MVP too. You'd think that they'd be pushing more.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of the new people who start out, like Kyle, how long have you been doing it?
About 2.5, 3 months now.
Okay, so
But I think it all comes down to different preferences also, because some people don't want. Like me, I was a smoker where I always had to have a cigarette, you know what I mean? And I think, in my opinion, I thought it's just better to load this up and actually keep the liquid in there for 2 days and use it. It would be also good to use a dripper when I'm at home, but I still got to look for more insurance.
Well, and I guess that also comes into, like, a lot of people might use vaping as a smoking alternative, but a lot of people take it on as a hobby, like me and Peking.
Yeah, the problem, I'm not saying that's a problem that he's doing it. I'm just saying if your point is to make more sales and get more out of people,
You want to show off the hot rod.
sure, you want to show off. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be sitting in the in the old jalopy. You want to be showing off the hot rod. You want to show them the Corvette. And I don't understand why these guys wouldn't want to just have something like that. Now, Kyle works at DT Tobacco in Mayo Pack, and when Moose and I were there earlier today, we were shooting a couple 3D vape videos, which Moose is going to play with and probably upload just a couple little things. A lot of you I know don't have 3D TVs. These really got the wow factor. We got a lot of. I mean, how much attention did we get?
Oh, when you guys walked in there, everyone was interested.
I mean, immediately everyone that walked in was like, "What is that?" And actually, one guy looked at us and said, "I'll be right back. I got to go to the bank," and came back and spent how much did he spend? $150 almost.
You bought a mechanical vape?
I mean, he bought a mechanical mod, a battery, a charger, an RDA, a couple coils for his Nautilus. I mean, he walked out spending about $150 in the store.
I'm also going to join the vape talk.
And
And they're interested in.
well, we'll see.
Well, I think for a person, at least in my experience, I jumped from a MVP to this actual mod right here. This is my first mechanical mod. It's a Magneto, and I've nicknamed her All Reliable because this is, in my opinion, the best damn tube mod there fucking ever was. I don't care if it's got bad voltage drop. I know. But the thing, every single time I push the button, it fires. I never have to adjust it.
See, I'm a different. I mean, I never had anything but the mechanical mod, so I don't even know the other side of it, to be completely honest with you. But I mean, I very much enjoy my mechanicals because I'm a tinkerer. I like to build coils and things like that, and I don't really care to push a button. It seems lazy to me. That's all. But I'm a different spectrum of someone out there. I mean, for the average everyday person, probably an MVP or some shit like that would be good for them. But if you want to get into this, you want to enjoy it. You want to be able to customize it. Like I said, you got the fucking Nissan Leaf, and then you got the hot rods, dude. You can't. And like you were saying, yeah, you can't roll into a hot rod dealership and have the guy roll up in a Nissan Leaf, dude. It's not cool. It just wouldn't sell, in my opinion. It just seems like they're unknowledgeable on the whole thing.
Well, I think that's the other thing too. A lot of these stores are jumping on the vaping bandwagon, going, hey, let's
do this, but they have no idea.
But they have no education or experience with it, so they're just buying stuff online and just hoping that it just sells itself, and that's a big problem because as I was explaining to my brother, you work in a vape store. If you can learn to build coils, just alone, most stores charge you $5 a coil, plus an extra $1 or $2 per additional coil. And if you're just doing that yourself, that's just money in your pocket. I mean, how much does a spool of coil cost? You get 500 feet for $8 or something like that for Cantal. So I don't know. I just think it would be worth the investment.
I mean, and most people don't know how to build their coils from the start, obviously. It seems challenging, but if you have someone that can show it to you and explain it to you, you're more likely to make a sale because the people are like, oh, well, that's not that hard. I could do that, and then there you go. But if you just, say, oh, well, we got this, but I don't, it's pretty difficult, they're not going to want to get it. And they're not going to want to spend the money. They're not going to get into it. They're not going to enjoy it. You're just not showing them the other side,
Well, that's also the beauty of VapeTalk TV is, I always tell people, if you want to learn how to make juice or anything like that, just, comment, leave a message on the page, and we can Skype or whatever you want, and I can show you how to build coils. I can show you how to wick wick anything you want to do, or make juice, whatever you need. You can always, hit us up and ask questions. There's no shame in asking a question, because I will tell you, my first coil took me 4 hours and a lot of blood because I stabbed myself constantly with the can.
But you chose a very. I think the first thing you built was a Kraken, right?
Yeah, and I chose a Kraken for my first build.
That's a tough build.
And I think just choosing one of the tougher things to build as my first was probably a motivating factor, because once I got that down, everything became very easy. So
I think you could just, after a while, like jumping back to the MVP stuff, I think if you have no concept whatsoever of like electricity or the flow of electricity, I don't think the mechanical mod is the correct choice for you to go first.
but if you're interested in it and you already have an MVP and you want to move on, I don't think someone from an MVP should be looking to go to a VTR or a DNA or something like that. I think he should kind of branch off into a mechanical, especially when you can get, something from Fast Tech. Like you can buy a Camry starter kit that comes with a battery, a really shitty dripper that I would probably never use.
Right.
But
That thing
but
is
I'm just saying
terrible.
it's you get a charger and a battery and a mod, and then you could buy anything off of Fast Tech, a $2 fucking dripper, a $2 dripper, and you're done for $40. You're in there. You can learn now. You can you can get a little campfire kit and start to build a single coil, 1 ohm coil or something like that, just to learn. Something
But I mean, you can always keep the RDA around that it comes with, in case you run into a number 1 or something like that, It might be good for you.
Exactly. So actually, I haven't used this copper nemesis in a long time, and I just checked the voltage drop on this, and this is a Fast Tech copper nemesis that I just put a silver band on. That was from another nemesis that I have.
It has what, like 0.01 voltage
The
drop?
the voltage drop is like 0.01. It's something insane.
It's
So
really not that bad at all. Like you've got mods out there, $500 mods like authentic flip that supposedly don't have any voltage drop. I mean, come on.
I mean, if you're concerned with a 0.01 voltage drop for a difference of something like, let's just compare it to a Lancelot that's $280, and you can get this mod for $20. I mean, you're talking a $260 difference somewhere near there.
I mean, that's like saying,
For
well,
what?
do I buy the Toyota Corolla that can go 200 miles an hour for $20,000, or the Lamborghini that costs $200,000 and does the same thing?
Yeah.
I mean, that's one way to look at it, an analogy, if you will. But just gonna pop in here. I know that. I mean, it's the surprise vape talk, and don't be shy. If you want to come and join, just comment down in the event page right underneath where you're probably watching the video if it didn't open up in another page, and just say I want to be added, and I'll add you.
Because we see there's some secret viewers. I know you're viewing us.
I can see everything.
We can see all of you.
Got
We
your
have
IP
control.
address.
We know you're watching from North Carolina. I just made that up, but it's a good educated guess. So.
Could be. Why not? But other than that, I just couldn't believe the shock and awe of something that isn't hitting at under 15 watts and under. Like, you can't have. Sure, a VTR is good for you. It's a nice solid mod, but I mean, if you take vaping to a hobby standpoint, it's never going to give you what you want. Like once you start building your own boxes, your own coils, your own hell. I mean, if you want to build your own tube too, that would be a big feat. But
by the way, this
the whole section of changing it up and modifying it, doing patinas and things like that and making them look nice. I mean, there's so much to it,
By the way, yes, we are vaping on hookah tonight, or smoking hookah, I should say.
But it's completely tobacco-free.
Yeah, it's fruit and molasses hookah, so it's pretty nice. This is white grape.
White grape is good.
Yeah, this is white grape. It's pretty good.
Oh, it has an awesome taste.
Yeah, definitely tastes like you're smoking fruit. No homo.
Well, there's actually one e-juice that normally I can't deal with the condensation in my mouth, but it's just boosted e-juice is absolutely fantastic. I can vape that all day. I'll probably get sick of it after a while, but that stuff when it condensates, it tastes freaking good.
Well, what else were we looking at today? It was like a Fruit Loops type one, which is kind of like cereal killer. Ecto brand fruit rings. I got to find out what the flavoring is for that because there's some that's pretty good. I definitely would be interested in that. I'd like to make a high VG of that. I don't think anyone's going to be opposed to walking in a room that smells like Fruit Loops. That other one you had, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch one, is really good. What makes that, Gemini?
Gemini juice, Gemini Vapors, I think it is. Yes, Gemini Vapors. I don't think it has a website on here. But this stuff, cinnamon toast crunch and cream. I just, they don't, I mean, they sell only 15 ml bottles. So I think I might try to get my hands on like maybe a 120 ml, just because that stuff is that good.
What is the stuff that you have there? Green apple?
The one that I had. Actually, we killed this bottle in a day, all of us together. Ruthless juice. It's called Swamp Thing. It's a apple Jolly Rancher, green apple Jolly Rancher. That was actually pretty tasty. Yeah, I'm not a big candy fan, but that was pretty good.
Let's see. Kyle wants a mech. Kyle wants a mech. Remember to keep that thing juiced.
Yeah. Like another hit or two.
MVP status. Let's see. I haven't hit an MVP since it was turned off. Oh, your button doesn't light up?
Oh, yeah, it does.
Oh.
This is disappointing.
Oh, here we go.
You're going to die. It's 24 milligrams.
Oh.
Did he say 24?
You could have said something before I hit it.
Oh my, a 24, huh?
See, but that's like a huge. Oh God. Oh jeez.
It chucks a little more smoke than the Nautilus. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Yeah.
Let it all out.
Oh, my God.
See, and that's another thing. You got 24 milligrams, and you got a 3 milligram juice. Okay.
I'm done with those, man.
It just
This is
demonstrates.
nothing.
It demonstrates the power compared to 11 watts, and we calculated a point. What was it? 0.18. 0.18 coil with fully charged battery, 4.2, is hitting at 98 point whatever watts. So basically 100 watts that mech is sitting at, because, I mean, hell, the voltage drop was nothing. So,
Yeah, this is insane. I mean, I'm not a big
how
dripper
do
guy.
you like a fogger?
It looks pretty good. I like the box mod.
The box mod's nice, but now that Moose has brought me into the... I've never actually sub-ohmed below 0.6, so this is my first time going this low.
Well, see, I don't even...
Oh, good though, ain't it? I've been doing it for a while now, man.
Yeah, the problem I'm having now is that I don't even want to look at my DNA anymore. That's sort of my problem. Now I need an unregulated box mod.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it right there.
Moose just ruined my favorite mod.
Holy hell, Dave, what bottle of juice is that?
That is a 126 ml bottle of grape Kool-Aid. This is how men do it. Fuck it.
You are from, you must be from Detroit or something if you're drinking grape Kool-Aid.
Grape Kool-Aid.
Hey, come on, this shit is good. You have to try it. I will bring some up there, and yeah, it is just amazing.
Who makes it?
The local company called Kalamazoo Vapes. Actually, they make it in store, and you can actually order it online, I believe.
I have to burn this off. This is terrible.
What'd you put on?
Cosmic Fog, Milk, and Honey is diarrhea when it's this hot.
Oh, Cosmic Fog is...
Yeah, dude, the thing is, there's not that many things that are fucking that good when you go that hot. This grape Kool-Aid is perfect, though.
I hated this unicorn milk. Hated it. Hated it. Hated it. Said it was the shittiest thing I've ever vaped on. Ever. When it was in my fogger. And the fogger is all about flavor. I hated it in a Nautilus. It was like the Dr. Seuss book. I don't want your unicorn milk. No, I don't, Sam I am.
Oh, my God. You green eggs and ham.
I hated it no matter how it was. And then I put it on this, and it is billowy and sweet and creamy.
Really?
Yes. I'm gonna let you just put the Cosmic Fog out of there.
See, I tried Cosmic Fog's whole line, and the only thing I liked was Kryptonite. That was the only one.
Now, little one, but
Yeah,
we'll let it sit in a minute after this.
We go. This is actually the first time I vaped unicorn milk.
There's a little Cosmic Fog in there, but it's pretty
Ooh.
good.
You gotta get it off this copper mod, though. It's just getting way too hot.
Yeah, the copper mod is eating it up.
See, mine don't even get hot, though, but I got a big stupid ass one, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I choked it.
You chugged it?
Yeah. I just wasn't ready for it, because normally I don't build that well. Guys, we are vaping up the outdoors. But either way, I guess I might as well just pop in here. If you're shy, please don't be, and comment below, and I will add nigh.
We actually have a couple people joining us already. I think Anthony's going to join us around 9:30, I believe.
He should be. He should be. But you know what? Like, we're just talking, watching my hairline recede and everything.
And
But-
Dave joke with his 40 feet of headspace.
Well, Dave, why can't you give us some insight maybe on how you like to build your coils and, how do you achieve the vape that you enjoy?
I just do really tight coils, and I usually, ever since I started doing parallels, I haven't strayed from it. I can't stand regular coils now because you just don't get enough out of them. Once you go really sub-ohm, it just is hard to come back from. I don't think I actually had a Russian 91%, and it got stolen, and I was pretty pissed off about it. But the fact of the matter is, I really started sub-ohming after that because all I had was RDAs, and I just enjoy. You can get so much more out of it. I mean, I just roll nice and little tight coils, and I mean they're not bad. It's the same thing, and oh, that's not even working. My button's messed up. I dropped it, of course. I mean, it does nice.
Definitely does hook, but I know that you've had some mod mishaps in the past.
Quite a few, in fact. I've broken a Stingray, broken a Patriot. I mean, there's Stingray parts here. I have probably enough to make a whole one, actually. I know, it's funny, too. Ever since I got that parallel, I have a fogger here that I haven't even touched. And I was so concerned that I even bought the metal window for it, and because I dropped it only, I think 3 days out from having it and shattered it. Which, it's always a bad idea to bring your mods to work because you always break them. But
I just want to extend a shout out real quick to Juice Junkies Vapor Group. Whoever your admins are, you suck.
And fuck your mother.
You know what? I'll one up that. Fuck your grandmother.
Yeah.
All of them at once in an orgy. You know what a lemon party is?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what your grandfathers are doing. So, also to mention that the entire Juice Junkie line,
No.
all Cloud Chasers.
Oh my God. Okay.
Diarrhea.
So my friend John upstate, Anthony's friend, he let me. He just got the full line of Cloud Chaser juice, and I follow the page. And, the page is okay, except for the trolls. But, like, I really was not impressed with the juice at all, and neither were they. I mean, it literally just tasted like 90% VG with 10% whatever PG flavoring they put in it. I mean, I think the only good one was, like, the Sonic Blast, and it was, like, a raspberry, and I'm not even that big of a berry guy, so... As far as our e-juice reviews go, definitely has some room for improvement.
Absolutely. And again, I take back anything I ever said about the unicorn milk. It's fucking delicious if you put it on a tripper. Anything else, I don't think it's really worth it. You're not going to get any real flavor out of it. You might as well stick with like a suicide bunny.
Unless it's got titanium dioxide in it. Oh, I'm not talking about that. I seen a post earlier from the girl who makes suicide bunny juice. I think her name is Pat or something.
Mm-hmm.
And she had her juice sent away because apparently there was accusations of her loading her juice up with dioctyl, I think it is.
Diactyl, yeah.
Diactyl. That's like the that whatever makes the creamy flavor, and when it's vaped, the molecule changes to something that is harmful to a human. And it proved, or the lab test came back, that not one trace of diactyl was found in Suicide Bunny's juice. So, I mean, just like that whole G-Pot thing. Like,
The manganese.
I mean, go ahead and look. Canthol is just regular resistance wire, okay? Its contents, or its ingredients, have been disclosed, and they have been disclosed for years. And we all know that it is like 0.5% manganese, however you decide to pronounce that word, manganese. And when G-Plat, a proprietary company trying to make their own wire, doesn't want to give the recipe out, you know, and you're accusing Magnes and you're still using Canthol, I mean, like, I kind of shake my head at that.
Yeah, it seems like it's a big jealousy thing, and that seems to be going on a lot with any of these companies. Is people are gonna point fingers and find any way to destroy their competition. So we're actually looking to possibly start our own juice line.
Yes.
Um,
Once that new store opens up.
Once the new store opens up in a week, we'll probably be looking to do our own line. And maybe if they can get an online store started, we can go through them. But if you guys have any flavor ideas, I have a couple. I have about 3 or 4 that I know are solid. So if anyone recommends anything, I know the Vapist has some favorite flavors, like the bacon licorice is a favorite of hers.
It's my, it's just a stable favorite of mine,
Although I do have an excellent idea that's going to really work well, and I think it's going to make some money. We're going to talk about that later. But I think it's a very clever way for a vape party for you and your friends. And I think that's something that we could explore is our own flavor line, because right now the price of juice and everything, I haven't really tasted anything new lately. Nothing's been like, mind blowing. Other than
Serial killer, man.
Serial killer is really the only thing that I would want to look into.
There's another.
And that's about it.
There's another store brand juice. Again, John told me about it. John Laswowski. He told me that some shop down in Pittsburgh, I think it was, they make a juice called Crunchberry, and I was able to.
It's a Captain Crunchberry.
Dude, I'm telling you.
So that's sort of
cereal flavors.
Hit this. That's sort of what this tastes like once it mellows out. It kind of tastes like a crunchberry when you let it hit your tongue. It kind of has that crunchberry taste. It needs a little bit more of the berry, but it's almost there.
The cream is there.
Yeah, it needs a little bit more of the berry. It's definitely the strawberry and the cream. It just needs a little bit more of the berry, like a natural blueberry in there.
That's why I love the Boost. The Boost is a strawberry cream. I mean, you can't go wrong. And I'm not knocking prices or nothing, but I mean, like, premium juices, and we've talked about this on past Vape Talks before. Like, nobody really wants to spend $25 on a bottle of 5 Ponds, and not a lot of people want to spend $22 on a bottle of, say, Mother's Milk, right? A popular strawberry cream out there. When you can get boosted off of giant vapes for I think it's $15 for a 30 ml. I mean, come on, you can't beat that. And like, all the juices, like, not that it's subjective at all, but I mean, like, it just flat out is more flavorful for the price. And I think a lot of people need to rethink their, not business practice, but just like refining their juice, so to speak. I don't know how anybody of that feels. But again, it's 9:30. Pretty much, if you want to join, and I know you want to, comment down below. Show us all your vape stuff. Come on, we got all this stuff on the table to share with you. Okay? Just join.
By the way, this was the brand. If anybody is a hookah fan, I do like alternatives to like things. Like there was a hookah alternative called Hydro that getting ashed, that I was looking into not too long ago. But what I found out was Hydro wasn't tobacco; it was shaved sugarcane, which apparently is not great to inhale. Actually, a lot of the guys that work in the sugarcane factories get this weird lung disease because it's almost like a fiberglass.
Ugh.
So I tried to shy away from the Hydro. But this one's called D-Cloud, and they come in fruit flavors. I'll show you here if it'll... I don't know if it's backwards for you guys, but they come in fruit flavors, and it's actually just fruit. It looks like fruit and molasses and a little bit of glycerin inside there. And it's pretty nice. It's got a nice mellow flavor. I'd recommend maybe packing it a little tighter than we did because we're not getting crazy clouds off of it, but I don't think it's meant for crazy clouds. I also wonder if it's easy to make on your own. I'll look that up and maybe post that on the page in a couple days. See if I can make my own.
Have you guys seen the e-hookahs?
The what?
Like little rings that you put on top of your regular hookah?
We actually saw one today.
Yeah, but it wasn't the one that I I've been used to seeing, and then I've seen a lot of posts. It was kind of more. It was more of a like an adapter for your hookah, and you throw a cardo in it, and I think the little tank held probably like maybe 2.5 milliliters of juice. I mean, if you got two people on a hookah, I mean, I'm killing a milliliter of juice in 10 or 15 pulls. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. All right. So we got Anthony on here. Gotta just bring up my controller here, and we will get him on the line as soon as possible. All right, you should be live. Nope, they're not live. Okay, try now.
Hello?
Hello?
Hola.
There we go. Welcome to VapeTalk, Anthony.
How we going?
Maker of the infamous Box Mod.
I kind of wish I could vape the sub I was eating, bro.
That could be a topic, maybe like an e-juice, a food e-juice line type of thing.
They do have flavorings that are very food-based, but I can't imagine they're good.
I mean,
Guys, after my incident with the bacon licorice, I can't assume they would be good either.
They do have chicken and waffle flavors. I've seen them.
Oh Lord.
Maybe I'll send that to you with some syrup and hot sauce mixed in, Dave. How do you like that?
Nice. That sounds delicious.
Spicy and sweet.
I'm down to taste some not crazy vapes, but like some strange things. Like maybe they have a nice cheese fit flavored vape or something like that.
We have been looking for a good cheese flavor. If anybody knows
like,
a good cheese flavor.
And not from under cheese, all right?
Yeah, that joke is old now, guys. All right.
It's old. But like, I mean, what's something I would love to vape a funnel cake.
But see, funnel cake is more like, it's just like a sugary sweet. Like, it would just be more like a powdered sugar.
It's like a Zeppelin, like a belly bomb, something you pick up at the San Gennaro feast or something like that, and you can't even walk around.
We're gonna have to look into that, because there's definitely some flavors that I've seen online that might match that. I'm gonna have to do some ordering soon.
All right, here we go. Here's a question for the Vapist and Anthony, and possibly Nicole too. If you could have one juice, one flavor that you possibly could have, what would it be? Let's start with you, Vapist.
Well, does it have to be something I already have, because you know what I'm going to pick? But if it was something I could have with anything, I would almost venture to say something along the lines of cinnamon bun or some shit like that.
Oh, well, I mean, cinnamon bun, I've had a cinnamon bun flavor, and it is fantastic. I think, what Nico took it. I forgot what brand of juice it was, but they made a slamming honey bun.
I've had a couple of them. They've never been impressive. It's just, I feel like they're lazily made.
See, that's the thing, though. It would have to be made properly. I couldn't. I would only want it if it was good. It couldn't be something half-assed or something.
What about you, Anthony? What would you like?
If it's something I've already vaped, like, it'd definitely be the shirt. But if I had to pick a new flavor, if somebody could come out with a slammin' chicken parmesan vape, no joke, I think I could live off of it.
I would agree with you. I'm sure a lot of people would lose weight because of that.
I think there might be a way to do that, because I've seen some flavors that you can mix together into a chicken parm. I have definitely seen a marinara sauce flavor, and I've seen a mozzarella flavor, and all you would need is like a grilled, like a chickeny flavor.
Yeah, like sprinkle some, what are those things? Those cubes, what are those things called?
Bouillon?
A bouillon cube.
Yeah. Instead of ethyl maltodextrin, you just use bouillon.
Oh, God. Oh.
They make liquid bouillon, too.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. We could just use that. We're done.
Safe to vape?
Boom. Flavor's on its way.
What about you, man? What do you like? What would you want? Because I already know what I want.
Oh, let's see. Man. I could have one flavor. I really would like a sour, like a warhead flavor.
But then you got to worry about if that's going to burn your lungs.
Zeus, you can order any of their flavors sour.
What was that?
On Zeus Juice, you can order any of their flavors sour.
Really? I wonder what the process of souring a juice is.
They sell in 10 and 15 milliliter bottles like the sour extract to add to any juice that you buy. You add like 1 or 2 drops and it makes it like a warhead.
That's pretty cool.
That's actually.
I wonder if that burns your lungs though.
Yeah, that's like saying like do the real menthol crystals burn your lungs.
But I just mean like, would it give you that weird burn hit? Like I don't want that. I don't want that kind of hit.
Well, we'd have to try it. I would definitely.
I don't think I'd want to vape something that like scrunches my face up every time I vape it. Like I'm gonna feel like a total moron after like the 5th or 6th vape.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Well, you put me on the spot, and I guess my taste buds are kind of telling me I want something sour. So, who knows?
I would like something like a Rice Krispie treat, or like a Fruity Pebbles Rice Krispie treat.
Oh, yeah. I
So,
could do
you gotta find yourself a bottle of Serial Killer.
But I would like to put that in like somehow sweeten it up even more, like bring it more towards the cream side, like Serial Killer with like a marshmallowy or creamy taste.
The inhale is nothing but Fruity Pebble or Fruit Loops. The exhale is nothing but 2% milk.
Really?
And, like, it's unbelievable. I mean, Moose was
I think
hoarding.
I'm gonna have to, once this is done, I think I might even just look and order it right now.
No, dude, it's absolutely impossible to
God
find.
damn it.
I've tried. Like as soon as
Hey,
I
if you happen to find some, buy me a bottle. I'll give you the money for it.
No, we told you where to go. You gotta go to the Philadelphia Vape Shop.
oh, it's Philly. I thought it was Pittsburgh.
No, Philadelphia Vape Shop.
Well, I'm not driving that far.
Well, I mean, maybe we can get the phone number and they will extend the courtesy of vape talkers and send them up some bottles.
Probably would.
Yeah, I'm
Tell
gonna
them
have to do
on your show, hype it up.
Yeah, either that or I would really like to maybe try and clone it. Because if they're not going to mail it to me, I'm just going to go on a website and find somebody that's cloned it, and then I'm going to master it, and then I'm going to sell it.
And then I'm gonna sell it.
I'm going to make Fruity Pebbles Krispies.
Yeah, delicious.
Anything, like a sweet cereal. Like I'm vaping on the cinnamon toast crunch and cream right now. Like
I would actually like to try that because Cinnamon Toast Crunch is one of my favorite cereals.
Yeah, it smells. I actually haven't tried.
You want to drip some of this?
I actually haven't tried it. I'm actually going to try it once this is dried out a little bit. Because,
What about Golden Grams? Is there anything for that?
well, that would probably be just a cinnamon toast crunch.
Goodness,
Instead of adding cinnamon, you'd add the graham cracker, which I have a ton of that flavor in. So.
Like honey graham cracker.
Oh,
If you can manufacture something, send me some and I'll try that shit.
you gotta get some graham cracker flavor.
I have it, and I have honey, and I just don't have cream. I need to get straight cream.
Oh, what is that creme de leche?
What's it? It's menthol.
Oh,
Oh, creme de leche is like a caramel cream. Man, that would burn quick.
yeah, I'm gonna go stoke the fire a little bit.
I don't think there's any fire in the wood left.
No,
Nope. Check behind that big rock over there.
where's Kyle?
I don't know. Cow left.
I went on a quest for cheesy poofs.
I don't think so.
You.
But
On a quest for puffins.
Goddamn puffins.
You need to clone the s'mores.
yeah, I've also heard a lot of people ask about s'mores, and I've seen s'mores flavors. And I think I
They
was
have four at my local shop and they did a pretty good job, but I just can't stand s'mores, so.
I really like s'mores, but the s'more vape. I don't know.
I'm gonna go grab some firewood real quick. So remember, if you want to join, make a comment.
So, like I said, it was a little disappointing going to a couple different vape shops today and having them just smoking on something like an MVP2 or something like that. It's just a little sad because I don't understand how somebody who works at a shop could just. This has a wow factor. This is a huge wow factor. And you got to think, if you want to make money and you own a vape shop, wouldn't you want to, like, okay, yeah, you can sell coils with a tank, but in reality, you can sell canthal, you can sell cotton. People are lazy and they might just come into your shop and say, hey, can you build this for me? And then that costs you.
You gotta have a license. You gotta have a special permit to do builds, though.
Why?
Because it's dangerous. It's like if I build you a coil and then you leave the shop and it blows up, I'm responsible for it. I built it, not you.
Okay. Well, I mean, what do you think the permit's going to be?
What?
Like, what kind of permit would that be?
You have like when you sign up for like applying for your vape shop license, you have to have like inside of the clause and inside of your insurance plan, you install like it's one of the things you add in.
What about if they sign a waiver?
I mean, either way, you're still going to have some sort of insurance policy.
Not if you sign a waiver.
The vape shop and have to sign a wire to make a coil.
If you sign a waiver, you're not responsible in any way.
No, I know, but that's like a turnoff for like building a coil because like I came in and I was like, hey, will you build me a coil? And they're like, will you sign this waiver? I'm like, what are you gonna do? Make it blow up on me? Like that's like already admitted.
Obviously, that's silly to think because you wouldn't think that anybody would want to intentionally hurt the customer. So obviously, they're not going to.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think most people know though that when you're building a coil, there is a risk. I mean, you have to know basic. Oh wait, oh like that.
Yeah, but it's more or less the customers that come in that have an MVP too, and they see a Nemesis and like a Nimbus clone or something. They're like, wow, that's only $50. Like, yeah, I'll take that. What do I do? And now you have to like teach them everything. So like those are the people that are really like the biggest concern.
Oh, big lawn.
Yeah, it's a pretty big yard.
Jet ski? I didn't even know you had a jet ski.
Yeah, I have a jet ski.
Whew.
Doesn't get much use. I don't really like it.
I didn't even know. You put it in the pool.
You ever take a jet ski in a lake and then have it die in the middle of the lake? And you got to swim it back? That's not fun.
No. I almost died in Moringbrook.
No. So,
Well, the fire has started again.
we were just discussing about how, you know, John said you would need, Anthony said you would need permits to build people coils in a shop or have it in your insurance clause.
Oh, really?
But I don't know if that's necessarily.
Oh, what if you use that?
I would say, with how Dave is saying, if you just signed a waiver, I bet you could get away with that.
Oh yeah.
I think so.
But
I mean, what you would have to say is, look, I need you to sign this waiver. It's insurance purposes. It's inherently dangerous, obviously. So, you know, here you go.
Be aware that whatever I do isn't going to blow up, but I'm saving my own ass, just like you would save your own ass.
And most people that run a vape shop, or that are getting this done, like, I mean, if I went to a shop today, and they're like, hey, I'll build you a Tiger coil, you know, at 0.2 for, you know, for $5 or $10, I'd say, all right, yeah, my coil's looking grimy today, fine. You know, and that would be okay with me. But you'd also have
a coil. I mean, if you don't know how to build a coil, I mean, $5 is a great price because, I mean, one coil, if you treat it correctly, I mean, I've been running. I said I was going to rebuild my tugboat a couple nights ago, and I never did. I just kind of heated my coils up, splashed them under some water, got all the gunk off.
Yep, that's
my coil's still going strong. I mean, the only thing that sucks about an old coil is that the resistance just comes up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I started off probably a month ago at a 0.2, and now I'm up at like a 0.3. So.
And even then, I'm not overly concerned with that. I mean, I wouldn't worry about it. Like, if this jumps up even to a 0.4, I'll still be happy.
Oh, that's never going to jump up to a 0.4. Never.
You know, but
this is my wonderful, my 0.3 28 gauge, well, twisted 28 gauge parallel. Probably can't see it that great, but I mean,
let's see it fire.
it's a slow burner.
Yeah, she's just quick to heat up with the twisting. Oh look, Nicole has made her first coil.
Out of a piece of solder.
And why are you wasting solder, Nicole?
Hey.
It's not a waste. It's just twirled up, more manageable, I guess.
Wind. Still nicer than my first coil I ever built.
I bet you I can build a real coil.
Well,
What's that?
The first coil I ever built, I thought the ohm reader was broken.
Hold on, I'll try this.
But it was a 0.26.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so angry.
It's just starting it.
what?
Well, there's milk on one side. And then I juice on the other side.
Mm.
This mother's milk?
Me.
You have it? Oh, that's the unicorn.
Unicorn.
Like, clears up my nose.
So you need to just vape the pink juice. It'll clear up your nose real quick.
Well, that's what I'm hoping this cool carrot. Not as mentally as that pink shit.
Hey, it's not shit. The pink juice is delicious.
You said the pancreas is delicious.
No, the pink juice.
I could have swore you said mixed. It just freaked me out.
I'm not one for mixing juice, but
Don't tell me. I have a really good idea now. I don't think anyone's ever thought of that.
I brought my box today.
I saw a big chip. Would you drop it?
Oh no.
No, alright, so I have, see the
Let's see
magnet
one
on the
more
back right
time.
there?
Oh.
I tried to drill out the holes so that I can get the magnets to go in it.
Yeah.
I drilled too close to the edge.
Oh, that's sad.
Looks like somebody fucking shot you and like the mod stopped it.
I fucking wish. Dude, this thing would definitely stop a bullet.
You think a Hammond box could stop a bullet?
Probably not. But
I'm willing to test it, PK.
Yeah,
I'm willing to test it.
fair enough. Come down.
All right, I'm bringing it down. You've seen Super Troopers, right? Where they're wearing the bulletproof cup. It'll be
Yeah.
like one. I'll wear it as a cup.
Moose and I have shot a couple things. We shot his old laptop in my backyard with my bow.
That is correct. We did destroy
Oh
a.
my goodness.
If I had aluminum arrows, that thing would have been done.
No, I could have put that little computer to some good use, but I think what are we just throwing in the garbage? I don't know.
I don't know, but if the Mazda can't start, that's the next thing I'm going to start shooting. So
Oh.
I actually wanted to donate the car to the fire department to let them just rip it apart, set it on fire and rip it apart. Maybe I'll do that.
Only if we get to watch.
Wow.
I wonder if the GoPro on somebody
My nose is.
while they were doing it. What's that?
My nose is so clogged up, it only comes out the left side.
That's it.
I want to see sick vaping.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Good.
Jesus Christ, this is like menthol juice. It's not doing anything to the sinuses.
This is a great blend.
I see now. That's much better.
Right? Did
If
I
you hit
do a
some
good
like,
job?
if you hit some
My nose is clear and good.
Anthony, my coil's good.
Oh.
Man, dude, look, on that mother out. Whip that thing up. We're definitely gonna need 22 cotton balls for it, but let me tell you, my frickin' index finger fits in her.
Mavis, what are you looking at so intently?
Does it taste good?
Are you staring at my girlish figure?
Yeah. Just leave the camera until he notices.
What the hell are you guys doing?
We're just looking at you.
I'm looking at my computer screen. I'm running dual monitors. It's just my other monitor.
Oh, I got dual monitors.
Okay, so I'm playing a game while I'm on VapeTalk.
We saw you staring intently.
I was reading this goddamn small ass writing. It's pissing me off.
Pissing me off.
Yes, it really was.
My coil, I think that needs another torch on the charcoal. Want to hit that. So, I think this was a pretty nice night out. Nice night by the fire. Some vaping. You got to turn the top first.
What's the temperature there?
I don't know, like 60 degrees out right now.
60 degrees? Dude, it's 41 degrees here in central New York, bro. We're
I mean, I
freezing
don't know.
up.
I could be making that up. It might be like 50 degrees. I'm in a t-shirt. Bruce is in a sweatshirt. We still use it.
I'm in jeans and a sweatshirt.
I'm in a blanket.
I try not to ever wear a sweatshirt or a jacket if I can help it.
What's going on now?
That's what a mod needs to look like.
You could.
Like you?
Oh, they were.
Ready? If it was just a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I need a button.
Oh, fine. Just leave it.
510. Put your ad on top. Take your negative post, and there's your button. Handmade mod. Boom! That'd be crazy, though.
Wouldn't it? It'd be so cool, though.
Safe to vape?
Maybe.
Oh,
Oh,
why are you home today? Did you take off?
That's the stupidest question I've ever asked.
So what did you do? Take off from work today, Anthony?
Did I? Heck yeah, dude. I'm so sick. I can't do stuff at work.
He took off work just to come to VapeTalk.
That is true dedication.
Theoretically, that's really what I did, but shh.
All right, the internet won't tell.
The internet will tell everything.
Yeah, until somebody from OCC comes across VapeTalk and they're like, oh, what the fuck? That kid works with me.
That'd be quite weird.
I didn't want to run out when I was at work.
So I did pick up from one of my vape shops near my job some of the Space Jam. What is this? Pluto?
Pluto!
No, it's Astro.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's pretty terrible.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I was not happy with that. Like I said, we went through a whole bottle of the Ruthless. The Ruthless line is actually really good. But Space Jam is terrible.
You know, the only thing I can say about Space Jam, you make a great baseline juice. For what Space Jam is, for the price at $12 a 15 ml bottle, you get an okay tank juice.
Yeah.
The tank juice. It's not a dripper juice.
Space Jam's cool because it glows in black light.
Oh, that makes it cool? That makes it dangerous, but...
I was going to say, that sounds like it's dangerous. I think I'm going to throw this
That
bottle away.
sounds like an uncool factor in my book of vaping. But at the same time, like, yeah, it'd be kind of cool to have a glow-in-the-dark
At a
juice.
club? Could you imagine when your tank to a club and your juice is glowing?
That's when you install
Yeah,
it.
but you know what? You only need a black light for that. So wouldn't you just put a black light LEDs under the bottom of it, depending on the juice?
Oh, that'd be sick too.
Wait a second, since vapor is white, I wonder what it would look like under a black light.
It'd be blue. Could I go out to my car and turn my lights on?
I don't know, he sounded like a robot.
I say we should go play some laser tag and vape.
That would be pretty awesome.
I'm always
Like,
down to do that.
Like a smoke screen.
No, it's
I
like...
don't think they have laser tag places anymore.
What?
Maybe back maybe
Yeah, they do.
maybe
There's
back when the power was being full.
We got two of them within a 20-mile radius of us.
That says something about that town.
Listen, that trampoline park, my back, like I cannot run. Like the force of my body
You're still
hitting
sore. I'm
the
thinking about going on Sunday. And I'm sick. Like I'm sick and I'm still
That
thinking
place
about
is
going.
so much fun.
I'm trying to go once a week.
Oh,
You have a trampoline place?
bro, it's freaking cool.
It's a warehouse full of trampolines, bro.
Ooh,
Straight
and the foam
up.
thing.
And there's a giant.
Phone.
Alright. I'm giving the Space Jam one more try, and then it's going in the woods.
Don't throw it. You sound like Laskowski right now.
Yeah, you sound like you take one vape of one flavor of juice and throw the whole line in the garbage.
Like 3 of the 7 flavors.
Before you got here, Anthony, you touched on the Cloud Chaser juice and how muted the flavor is, but just how the flavor just isn't there.
No, there was no flavor. I mean, they smelled like nothing and they tasted like nothing. They were bottles labeled 7 different labeled bottles and they all tasted the same, like VG.
I mean, I think it was the Sonic Blast or the Sonic Boom. That was the only one that I think I could taste. There were 7 bottles. I think.
Tastes like raspberry to it, or blueberry, or something.
Ugh, that's just not. Anybody can rebottle VG and sell it at this point, you know. Like,
Well, that's the other problem now. Because vaping's so new, everyone's just trying to get in the market, and they'll just sell whatever shit they can. They'll make one good flavor, and then everyone else will buy the rest of their line. Even if
I don't want to say the kid's name because we all know who made it if it came from Cloud Chasers, but like, I'm kind of believing that they really just went to Walmart and bought some of that VG. Like, he was one of the first people to ever start using that shit.
well,
it's pretty terrible. I mean, I bought my VG online through Amazon.
I thought you got it through Wizard Labs. When I lived in Orlando, Florida, I lived less than a mile away from Wizard Labs.
Ward.
Okay, and Dell Lovejoy, if you're watching this, what's up? Because I know Wizard Labs, you've dealt with them before. So
Yeah, you make a slamming ass juice down in Lovejoy.
that is actually, speaking of store brand juice, okay, I have definitely not tasted. I mean, me, I don't like a lot of flavors because I'm a dessert vapor, really mainly, and there's limited amounts of desserty flavors. But the ones that like he made or that his wife made, like they're it's called Butter Bar, but it was actually a mess up flavor. She was trying to get a Butterfinger, but at the end she got not quite Butterfinger, but it still tasted slamming. And I vaped that. I still have a bottle of it too. So for store brand juice, they definitely, I think, checked out. If they need to back off the menthol on some of their menthol juices, but.
All right, so speaking of Lovejoy, I got this cool pair right here. I tried to vape it to clear up sinuses. It's got quite a bit of menthol, not enough to clear up your sinuses though. But I mean, their pair inside of it is spot on, but there's too much menthol to like.
I'll tell you what. Best menthol, hands down, is Strix Elixir's Frozen Tundra.
I love the Strix Elixirs line, dude. They have such good.
Do you have any Strix out here right now?
I don't know. I have it downstairs. Strix Elixir's Frozen Tundra it's actually mint, wintergreen, spearmint, and menthol.
Can I try the
unicorn?
The good old blue honey from Strix Elixirs. My shit has been aging quite nicely. It's getting a nice dark color to it.
I mean, like, whenever I think of menthols, I went from smoking menthols, so, like, menthol, I think more.
We have a slight technical issue here where our internet is catching back up, so I'm going to catch the fire back up.
Yeah, the Strix line is fantastic, though. I've actually never seen anyone that's had a better priced market for. But Strix has had, they have fair prices. They give everybody a really good deal. They always send you free juice. I mean, I like.
There's also a good company, the Vapor Chef. Every time I order a bottle of PB Nom Noms, they always send me an extra bottle of the PB Noms. They send me like a 10 milliliter bottle, 8 milliliter bottle, and then they sent me a.
Oh my, we seem to have lost him completely. That is quite unfortunate. There's only 30 minutes left in the thing though? Or is it, when does it go on until?
I think it goes on until 10.
So 2 more minutes at least.
2 more minutes? Yeah. I guess nobody's gonna
you, bro.
The Vapist, you have to continue the show.
Another bad.
the show. What do I do? There's nobody. I don't even know how to do the little chat box. Hold on. I'm totally unprepared for this. I do apologize. I'm pretty sure there's nobody wanting to get in at this late time. I don't know. You guys, if anybody has any questions or anything, go ahead and post it in the box. I guess we're going to be talking afterwards. Maybe they'll have their internet back.
Move back inside where the internet would probably be a little bit better.
Yes, I would imagine so. It was working for quite a while, but apparently it just is not. Now, will this go off on its own, or how do we stop being live? Because who becomes in control?
I think Moose has to.
I do believe, I would say Moose and Peking would have the control over killing the video feed.
Yes, and that becomes a problem because then they have to turn off the liveness of it. So, I feel like we're just going to go ahead and keep going and rolling into the after hours.
Why not turn the after party into the live show?
No, I'm not, you know, I don't think this would be good to have in the video in the after hours. Could be a little bit sketchy because our after hours do get a little bit off topic and such.
Yeah.
That are, you know, not pertinent to vaping exactly.
I don't like to stay on topic for too long, you know.
No, of course not. Well, everybody for coming by. There's apparently 1 minute left. I don't know how this is going to end, if it's just going to cut off or if they have to cut it off. But I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Hope you guys had a good time. Next time, you know, I'm sorry this was such brief, you know, to get to starting the vape talk. There was no pre-warning or anything like that.
No, not a single pre-warning, and we apologize.
No, none of those pre-warnings, of course. But next time we will have it a little bit more planned out, I'm sure. Thanks for coming by. I'm the vapist. Apparently I'm in charge now. Catch you guys later. Anthony's here too, and Nicole.
Yeah.
So this just in, the show actually can't end till Moose gets internet. So this,
Let's.
So the show is just gonna keep on going for a little bit longer.
Gonna keep it on going.
The recording physically can't stop until Moose gets back, so we're just going to skip the whole ending in wait form.
Well, how long is it gonna be? Oh, look who's back!
Yay!
All right, so I mean,
For the win.
we had some technical
So,
difficulties.
what exactly happened, guys? We can't hear you.
You are muted.
You are muted. You might want to check that. Oh, now you're muted, and now you're not, and you're not talking though.
Hello.
Nope. It
Nope.
looked like a good old Chinese flick. Except there's no talking in the end. No one has to make subtitles.
All right, listen. I believe we're gonna be able to jump back
Hello,
into
penis.
it.
I'm gonna take advantage of peeking later.
Uh-oh.
And it looks like they are gone again.
Yes, I believe they are gone again. And at some point we're going to end this vape chat. But I don't think it's going to be just yet. So, Anthony, are you going to rebuild your mod or what?
This? Well, I plan on buying some new parts and just making a brand new one.
Yeah. What are your colors available that you have?
I order them from either Mouser.com or Hammond themselves. And theoretically,
Except for purple.
I could probably find them.
They have blue, obviously, and green, correct?
Yeah, it's like a dark blue. Any colors, like this is the brightest color you're going to get. But, I mean, the blue is more of a navy blue. The black's dark black. The silver is literally just a silver, metal box, which is kind of lame because it's like it's not painted whatsoever.
Oh, I mean, is that something that's available? I was curious.
Like a shiny chrome? Nah.
Yeah.
You'd have to, you could find somebody around, even around you or around me or around anybody who can,
it.
What?
You just have to strip it down before you gave it to me.
Oh, yeah.
Because I kind of think that yours with chrome and some black lettering would be pretty sexy, if you ask me.
And I actually learned in the past